Ever thought, my tank needs something bold, something epic, a monster fish? Yeah, I've been there too. You walk through the store, see that flashy giant cichlid or that shark-looking fish and think, this will be awesome. But here's the truth. Some fish aren't just aggressive. They're tank-destroying, fin-shredding, heater-breaking maniacs. Today, I'm counting down 10 of the most aggressive monster fish you should never keep in a community tank, unless you enjoy chaos. Stick around, because number 1 is the kind of nightmare that will make you question fish keeping altogether. And hey, if you love no-fluff aquarium advice with a few hard-learned lessons, hit subscribe so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Number 10. Tiger Barb. Small fish, big attitude. Tiger barbs are like the school bullies of the aquarium world. Keep them in groups of 6 or more and they're fine. But if you buy just 2 or 3, they'll spend their time nipping fins, stressing your other fish, and acting like tiny piranhas. I once thought a trio would add color to my tank. Woke up to an angelfish with shredded fins. Lesson: they're only peaceful when they've got enough friends to spread the aggression around. Never mix them with slow, long-finned fish like guppies, bettas, or angels. It's basically an all-you-can-bite buffet. Number 9. Red-tailed shark. Looks sleek, shiny, jet black with that glowing red tail. Sounds cool, right? The problem? They're territorial nightmares. In small tanks, they claim every inch as their kingdom. Other bottom dwellers like loaches or corridoras, forget it. They'll get chased non-stop. Mini-myth. People say, just get one and it'll be fine. Nope. Even one red-tailed shark can terrorize everything if the tank is too small. They really need 55 plus gallons with hiding spots, otherwise they go full shark mode. Number 8. Convict Cichlid, Zebra Cichlid. Don't let the size fool you. Convicts are small, but they've got warrior DNA. They're hardy, cheap, breed like crazy, and once they pair up, they turn your tank into a war zone. I had a pair once, cute little stripes at first, then they bred. Within hours, every other fish was pushed into the top corner, terrified. It was like prison guards running the tank. Tip: only keep them if you're ready for fry factories and constant turf wars. Number 7. Jack Dempsey. Big, bold, colorful, named after a boxer for a reason. These guys can be calm until they aren't. Once mature, they'll defend territory like heavyweight champions. Story time. I once watched my Jack Dempsey rearrange my tank, gravel flying, plants uprooted, tankmates cowering. It was impressive and horrifying at the same time. Pro tip: if you want to keep one, give it a tank with rocks, caves, and space. And don't expect peaceful coexistence with timid fish. Number 6. Mbunas Cichlids, Malawi. They look stunning. Electric blues, yellows, stripes, but Mbunas are basically aquatic gang members. They need big groups, rocky setups, and constant line-of-sight breaks. Otherwise, they'll fight until there's only one left. Mini-myth. Stores sell them as colorful community cichlids. Reality: they're only peaceful in massive tanks with dozens of their own kind. Tip: if you're new to fish keeping, don't start here. Mbunas will test your patience and your wallet. Number 5. Oscar. The dogs of the aquarium. Oscars are smart, interactive, even playful, but don't be fooled. They're bulldozers with fins. They'll move rocks, uproot plants, knock over heaters, and bully smaller fish just because they can. I once had an Oscar that spat gravel at the glass whenever I walked by, like it was throwing a tantrum. Pro tip: keep Oscars in large tanks and don't even try to aquascape. They redecorate daily, their way. Number 4. Bucktooth Tetra, Exodon paradoxus. Don't let the Tetra name fool you. These aren't peaceful neons. Bucktooth tetras are scale eaters. Yep, they actually rip scales off other fish. They only work in large groups of their own kind. Put a few in a community tank and they'll turn your fish into patchy, stressed out messes. Mini myth. They're just flashy tetras. Wrong. They're little aquatic chainsaws. Number 3. Red Devil Cichlid, Amphilophus. One of the most infamous tank busters. Big, mean, and destructive. Red devils are known to attack tankmates, owners' hands, even equipment. I've heard stories of them cracking heaters and filter tubes. Mine once grabbed the siphon tube during a water change and wouldn't let go. I was literally wrestling a fish in my living room. Keep them in a species-only tank unless you want daily wars. Number 2. Wolffish, Hobbyists, black wolf. Predators with teeth. Wolffish don't just nip, they swallow. Tankmates aren't friends. They're food. They're fascinating to watch, but unless you're running a monster, fish-only tank, don't even think about it. Pro insight: they've been reported to jump out and bite during feeding. Cool, but not beginner-friendly. Number 1. Goliath tigerfish, giant snakehead. The final boss. These aren't just aggressive, they're apex predators. The Goliath tigerfish has fangs bigger than your fingers. The giant snakehead, banned in some places because it eats everything and can survive out of water. They're legends for a reason, but in a home tank, a complete disaster. Unless you've got a swimming pool and a zoo license, steer clear. Bonus: the aggression myth. Here's the thing. Aggression isn't always about species. Even peaceful fish can get nasty if the tank is too small, underfiltered, or overcrowded. And some monster fish can be calmer in the right setup. Don't just ask, is this fish aggressive? Ask, can I give it the space, care, and tank mates it needs? So, what about you? Have you ever owned a so-called monster fish that wrecked your tank? Or maybe you've had success with one of these? Drop your stories in the comments. I guarantee other fish keepers will relate. And if you want to avoid another common myth, check out my video on the 1 inch per gallon rule. It's just as dangerous as some of these monsters. If this list saved you from a tank disaster, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, fish keepers, and keep those monsters out of your community tank.